Hello. We're going to do a quick morning wake up or an afternoon reset, depending on when you're going to be doing this sequence. So I'd like you to have a blanket across your mat, have a block, and if it's possible, have a chair, which we'll use for Shavasana, but have a chair in front of you because we're going to be doing forward bends and reaching the arms out for some traction and some length. So if you can have that chair in front of you the way mine is here, that'd be great. If it's not possible with your room set up, don't worry about it. We can figure something else out. But we're going to get started, hands and knees. So let's make this really aligned. So shoulders over wrists. Do the best you can to get hips over knees. And then let's take 3 breaths, 3 spinal waves. Inhale, stick the buttocks out, chest down, head up. And then exhale, tuck the buttocks under, round the back, and drop your head. Inhale, stick your buttocks out, and just roll the spine back up. And exhale, tuck and round. Inhale one more time. Okay, and then make your way back to center. Turn the left fingertips out to the side and as far back as is comfortable for that entire arm. Keep the heels of your hands in line. And then I just want you to roll your hips and your shoulders in a circle. Make sure the head is going as well. And go the other direction. Okay, and then bring everything back to center in terms of your spine. And then shift that left hand back around. And then get the weight evenly in both palms and all the knuckles. And then we'll spin the right hand around again to a comfortable place, heels of the hands in line. And then if you can, try to move it a little differently. Move backward, move forward. Only go in circles over the wrist. So trying to move a little bit differently than you just did. Getting into different pockets of tension. Making sure that you're breathing. Okay, bring everything back to center with the spine. And then slowly spin that right hand around back to table. Okay, step your hands one full handprint ahead. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, drop your head, bend your elbows toward the floor and then toward each other. Then move your hips back. Don't move your hands. We'll do that a couple more times. So back into this really wide table. It's almost like a modified plank. And then inhale. Exhale, drop your head, bend your elbows, keep the elbows bending as you move your hips back. One more. Exhale, drop your head, bend your elbows, move the hips. Okay, inhale, come back up. Move the hands back just a little, not all the way to table because we're going to come into a down dog. So come onto the toes, press the hips back. Keep the knees really bent here. Take a couple of breaths. Push the floor away. Now I'd like to inhale into a high plank. So ideally, you don't have to move your hands or your feet. If you have to like widen one or the other, your down dog is too short. So on your next exhale, bend the knees, move back to dog. And then I want you to bend your left knee, working on straightening through the right, and then kind of hike the right hip back. So you were trying to get a stretch along the right side, especially the lower right side. And then we'll switch. So take a big bend in your right knee, straighten through the left, like send your right hip to the right, try to reach back through the left hip. Okay, come back to center. Inhale, we're gliding into plank. Exhale, we're gliding back. I want to do a couple more of those. So keep the knees really bent as you move to down dog if you're really tight in the backs of the legs. And if you have the tendency to want to step your feet forward as soon as you get to down dog. One more. Okay. All right, now lower the knees. Keep the hands where they are and go back toward a child's pose. Don't let the hands move. Provide this good traction for yourself. Take one more breath here. Okay, now come on up, back to table, and then we're going to slink right in onto the belly. Now, you have to move this blanket up because we want a little more padding for the pelvic and pubic bones. All right, and we're coming into cobra. So I like cobra with my legs wide. It feels nicer on my low back. If you're not sure, we're going to do lots of these. So try a couple with the legs wide, try a couple with the legs narrow, and then you decide what you prefer, which you prefer. Okay, so hands are at the outside of the chest. Head is down, chin is tucked. So you have a really nice long neck. On your inhale, lift with just your back muscles. Try not to lift the head too much here because this is a really light back bend. And then lower down. Inhale, lift with just your back. Try not to move the head too much. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift with the back. Then use your arms a little bit. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift with your back. Then with the arms. And exhale, lower. One more. Okay, so we're going to use the same technique of lifting with the back and then with the arms while we twist. So inhale, you lift with the back, then you press with your arms and look over your left shoulder. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift with the back, then use your arms, look over the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, then press with the hands, left, lower. Inhale, lift, press with the arms, right. Right, one more time each side. So we work in this way because I want to ensure that you're using your back muscles, not just cranking into position with the arms. Okay, let's relax for a second. Arms out in front, shake the pelvis out. We're going to do cobra one more time. This time we're just going to hold it. So another reason to ensure you're using your back muscles, because when we hold the pose, if you're only using your arms, you tire out even faster because the arms aren't designed to hold up, the entire body in this position. So hands at the outside of the chest, roll the shoulders back. So as soon as you roll the shoulders back, your head should be up. So if you take a quick look at me, I'm not doing anything. I just rolled the shoulders back and I'm already in a nice little back bend here. Okay, so now on your inhale, lift with the back, then press with the arms. So we're not going very high. You can feel it in your back. You can feel it in the arms and the elbows, the shoulders. If the arms are getting really tired, lower down and ensure that you're using more back muscle. One more breath. All right, lower down, arms back out in front of you, and then rock out the pelvis. Okay, so we're going to come up to standing. So I like coming up onto the forearms and moving into a quick child's pose. It's a nice release for the low back. Okay. Very slowly come on up to standing. We can fold this blanket and toss it to the side. So I called this a morning wake up or an afternoon reset because when we're tired or kind of drowsy from sleep, or just we've hit that afternoon slump, um, we want back bends and side bends and length to reinvigorate. Okay, so standing in mountain, weight in the heels. Take a big breath in, a smooth breath out, and then inhale, arms up. Those are going to get cut off here. And then exhale, bend your knees and hinge yourself about halfway forward. Now, this is where if that chair comes in, the arms can lower a bit. Take another breath. Now, go ahead, round, let the elbows bend, let your body drop. And then inhale, come all the way up, bring those arms with you. Right hand grabs onto that left wrist, take a little side bend to the right. Don't overdo it. Maybe lean a little forward. Once again, trying to get that tight, low back side muscle. That's the QL. Extremely tight on most of us. Inhale, come up. Exhale over to the left. Again, don't go as far as you possibly could. Okay, come on up to center. Exhale, bend the knees a little bit. Go ahead and fold yourself forward. Stay on the tops of your fingers. Gives you a little more space. And then crawl your fingers forward. Stay on the tops. So we're in a pseudo down dog here. Now, I want you to feel as if you're keep reaching the fingertips forward, but also pull the hips back. Knees are bent, especially if you're really tight back there. So a huge stretch here along the sides of the body, along really the armpit area as well. Okay, and then walk the fingers back very, very slowly. Bend the knees even more deeply. Inhale, come on up. Okay. We're going to take this folded blanket. I wanted just a nice long fold. We're going to put this underneath the pelvis. A very simple legs up, or a simple inversion. So the legs are going up the chair. So we're not going to be here for very long, so I'm not going to focus on a ton of propping. So what I do want to focus on, however, is the blanket. If you look at where it is on me, my buttocks is starting to fall off of it on the other side. So it's creating a very supportive back bend in that low back area. Rather than, and I'm going to show you the difference, rather than if you keep that blanket low, now at my buttocks, it feels like it's being tucked and I'm kind of falling off in the other way. And everything becomes flattened and compressed. So I want you to pay attention to where that blanket lays. So it's actually upper sacrum and lower back rather than sacrum and butt, where that blanket and prop should be. Your legs are supported, arms are wherever they're the most comfortable. Take a few deep breaths to really land the back of your body along the floor, along the blanket, and along the chair. And once the back of your body feels rooted here, the rest of your body and really the rest of your being will follow. Please take a deep breath in, a smooth breath out. Reach your arms overhead for a big stretch. Then decide which side you are going to roll onto and keep that arm overhead as your pillow. And then um, start to unthread your legs from the chair and make your way onto your side. And then press yourself up. And then adjust yourself so that you're sitting on that blanket that you were just laying over. And feel the effects of this short practice, 15 minutes. Longer, more alert, more awake, and hopefully more invigorated, reinvigorated. Let's simply place the left hand over the heart, a slight bow to the head, thankful for this short time to move, to breathe, to feel more comfortable in your body. Thank you so much for your practice.